Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. Now, there's really not too much that I'm going to mention for this week's news update video. The first thing I'm going to let you know is, however, I do have a couple of Pokemon TCG booster packs I'm going to be opening at the end of the video. We've got the X and Y base set and a Flash Fire set. And as always, the code cards are going to go to the viewers. And the way we're going to do it is based on last week when I didn't have a code card to give out. I've decided a neat format that I'm going to start doing is, as I open up these packs today, I'm going to ask a question of the day. And you can answer that question of the day by leaving a comment down below on the video. Use the hashtag QOTD so that I know it's in response to the question. And what I'm going to do is, as I open those packs, I'm going to take the code cards and store them aside until Sunday. And on Sunday, what I'm going to do is take a look at all the responses to the question of the day, randomly select one commenter to receive each of the code cards from those packs that I'm opening today. So it's going to be a little while before we actually get the codes out to the viewers, but the codes are going to be given out. The codes are going to relate to the packs that I opened today. Now, these might not be packs that you're particularly interested in because they're kind of old based on today's standard. You know, I forget when they came out, but this is like the oldest of the format, or the oldest expansion that's allowed in the standard format right now. This is the next setup, and they might not be of particular interest to you. However, what's really neat with the online packs is you can actually put a whole unopened pack online for trade for something that you might like. You know, maybe somebody's trying to collect the older sets. You can trade a whole pack for perhaps an EX Pokemon or something like that. So that's something coming up at the end of the video. Watch for that. The first thing I'm going to mention is Hoopa has arrived at McDonald's. So if you go to a participating McDonald's location, connect to the Nintendo Zone through their free Wi-Fi, you can download your copy of Hoopa, the mythical genie type Pokemon. Now, they also have some cool little things to give out in the Happy Meals as well, and I picked up a Happy Meal. One of the things is this cool-looking Groudon figure. Look at this thing, it actually moves and roars. Rawr! So that's pretty cool. It's actually pretty neat for like just a little McDonald's toy giveaway. So it's a Primal Groudon figure, and they also have a TCG card to give out as well. This is the one that I happen to get. I don't know if it's going to focus or not, but it's a foil Rhyhorn. I believe it's the Rhyhorn that came from Primal Clash, I believe. And the only difference is, of course, it's got a different symbol and the foil effect in the card image. So it's a neat little collectible to go with the Primal Groudon figure. Now, as we're going to get into some more news, I'm going to start talking about some Pokemon online competitions. Coming up very soon is the Festive Feud. Now, I gave out the information about the Festive Feud in last week's video, so feel free to check that out, or click the link down in the description to go to the Pokemon Global Link website, where you have all the information you need about the Festive Feud, such as the regulations and permitted Pokemon. Now, the registration for the Festive Feud starts this Thursday, December 3rd, and it runs until next Thursday, December 10th. Pokemon that have been uploaded from previous generations using the Poké Transporter application are not going to be permitted, unfortunately, which means for this contest, which I do want to take part in because of the cool prize that you can get, I had to collect and train a whole new team of Pokemon. And although they're still currently in training to hit level 50 to get into this competition, let's take a look at the assortment of colorful Pokemon that I've assembled for the Festive Feud. I'm going to be going with a Gallade, Whimsicott, Talonflame, Hawlucha, Electrode, and Mega Sceptile. Now, as per the regulations for the Festive Feud, only Pokemon that are colored red, green, and or white are permitted, so they're getting the nice festive colors starting up here. And I'm going to go over a team builder next Thursday. It's going to show the movesets and super training for these particular Pokemon. And the battles are actually going to be taking place starting Friday, December 11th, up until the 13th on Sunday. So I'm hoping to record some of those battles and have them uploaded over the weekend as a sort of the battle upload video for the week, but also a start to the festive season here on the channel. Now, the only thing I'm going to mention otherwise with the Pokemon online competitions is they've actually posted the results of the previous online competition called the Scrappy Skirmish. And this was a format, it was double battles, and they actually prohibited the use of the top 12 most used Pokemon in previous double battles online, which means there was no sign of Mega Kangaskhan, no sign of Landorus with Intimidate. So this opened up the floodgates to a whole new assortment of Pokemon that we hardly ever get to see. But the downside is it opened up the doors to allow Mega Metagross in. Number one in the ranking is the Steel Psychic type itself, Mega Metagross. And what I like with the Global Link, it actually shows you a lot of comprehensive information on the Pokemon that were used in competitions and such. So you see here it shows you a nice breakdown of the moveset, what percentage the likeliness was that the Pokemon had this attack. And it shows you other things like the ability. Now, I'm not sure why the light metal would have been used, but Clear Body was clearly the predominant ability for Mega Metagross. And the nature, the majority of them were Adamant, which is a attack boosting nature at the cost of lowering special attack, but almost as often as used was Jolly, which actually boosts speed in exchange for the special attack. And you can see the held items. About 3/4 of the Pokemon, or the Metagross that were used, were Mega Evolutions. We had some Assault Vests, some Choice Bands, so some pretty good information here. And number second in the rankings was the legendary Thunderbird Zapdos, with Azumarill being number 3, with almost all of them having, let me see the ability, almost all of them having the huge power ability. So, I'm not going to go over every single Pokemon here. You can go right to the Pokemon Global Link website. You can get all this information for yourself, and it's really cool. It's a pretty comprehensive list of Pokemon, and it's going to help you learn what kind of a Pokemon you should run, and you know the more common movesets and strategies therein. And so that's all I have to mention news-wise here from the world of Pokemon. I'm just going to update you on what's to come for the channel for this week. Now, tomorrow is going to be the usual Pokemon TCG online match. It's going to be a little bit different, though. We're taking a break from the break evolutions, and we're going to be showing off a couple of matches I played against a friend, John. He wanted to show off some decks that he has online, and he's got some pretty well-constructed decks. These are like top-tier competitive decks that I've seen samples of before. So that's going to be tomorrow. Thursday will be, as usual, our team builder for the Omega Ruby double battles. Trying to get some of my previous double battle victors from Pokemon X into some wins for the Omega Ruby League. And then Friday will be the battles for those teams, and Saturday will be the Pokemon X single battles. So that's kind of the standard routine that I've been doing for the channel. Now that that's all out of the way, we are going to open up these booster packs of X and Y, Flash Fire. We're going to see what cards I get, and we're going to give you guys the question of the day to answer, and hopefully get one of these code cards. Let's begin. And now the time has come to crack into these two booster packs, starting with the question of the day for the viewers. Question of the day is, now that we're in the month of December and holiday season is upon us, what is your favorite thing about the holidays? Leave me a comment down below, use the hashtag QOTD, let me know what your favorite thing is about the holiday season, and the code cards I get out of these I'm going to randomly give to one lucky viewer, or one lucky viewer per code card, at the end of the week on Sunday. So, with that out of the way, we're going to open up, first of all, the base set X and Y. And a couple cards that would be good to get out of this would be perhaps Rainbow Energy or Double Colorless Energy. And maybe some decent trainer cards. There's the code card we'll put to the side until Sunday. And let's see what cards come out of the booster pack. So starting off with the common cards, make sure my camera is decently focused. There we go. Starting off with a Skiddo, a Bidoof, Pumpkaboo, Bunnelby, and Doduo. Now the uncommons, we got a Lunatone, Professor's Letter, very useful, Girder, reverse foil card is a Quilladin. I think I have a reverse foil already of Quilladin. And the rare card of the pack shall be a Malamar. Mental Trash, your opponent flips 4 coins. For each tails, he or she discards a card from his or her hand. And Distortion Beam does 30, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. If tails, it's confused. So that is the rare of the pack. And now for the Flash Fire booster pack. I'm going to cut the top and grab the code card first of all. And store that aside for safekeeping, if I can get into it. There we go. Alright, let's see what cards come out of the Flash Fire pack. Starting with a Spheal, Sentret, Buizel, Pineco, Binacle. The uncommons start with a Roserade, Pokemon Center Lady, very useful to heal up your Pokemon, Sneasel. The reverse foil card shall be a Pokemon Center Lady. I don't know if I have a reverse foil of the Pokemon Center Lady yet, so that's very good to get. The rare card of the pack shall be a Floette, actually with a decent ability. Flower Veil says each of your grass Pokemon in play gets plus 20 HP. Now, I mentioned this a while back in my Shedinja deck that I showed off online. If you have multiple Floette in play, the ability stacks upon itself, so 2 of them give you plus 40 HP for your grass types. The attack is not that decent. For 1 energy, you do 20 damage. But definitely, this is a Pokemon you would want to use for the ability, not so much for the attack. So that is the opening of the booster packs. Again, leave a comment down below using the hashtag QOTD and let me know what is your favorite thing about the holiday season. With that, I'm going to end off the video. Thank you for checking out this video. I hope you found it informative and just A lot of information. Alright, thank you again for checking this out, and I'll catch you next time.